team, the Fredonia Lady Hillbillies. And tonight we have a contrasting story here, Mary Kate. We have Carol Zirkel, the mentor, and Sarah Bogardis, the outstanding basketball player and graduate of Fredonia High School, and now coaching at Dunkirk High School. And you know, she's coming home on her home turf, so to speak, and she's going to go against her coach for the first time this year. Well, we'll see what, you know, I was reading in the paper today that Carol Zirkel hasn't lost to Dunkirk since her tenure here at Fredonia. And I'm very impressed what they have done this year. They put together a lot of young talent. They're going to take the brunt of many losses throughout the season, but they realize that it's you know, it's the program and it's for the good of the order. And you know, this may be Dunkirk's night, given that fact that you know, Dunkirk has some real good basketball players this year, and Sarah Bogardis has done an outstanding job with John Bogardis, assistant coach, her father. They've done an outstanding job putting a pretty competitive team on the court. You had the opportunity to coach with or play for Coach Zirkel. And I really appreciate her intensity level as a coach and the discipline she instills in her players.
Definitely taught me a lot about basketball. It's really about like gave us a discipline that we can use for other things that aren't in sports. That's one thing from the
And I think Sarah is going to do the same for Dunkirk now. I think that, you know, they've got a program now. They've got a pretty good 7th and 8th grade coaching staff at Dunkirk. They have a very good coaching staff at Dunkirk, 7th and 8th grade. They have an excellent safety coach. Things are boding well for Dunkirk in the basketball program as well. About a minute before announcement of the players. How about this? Well, we'll wait for the starting lineup.
Welcome to Fredonia High School and Section 6 Athletics. Tonight's game is between the Dunkirk Lady Marauders and Fredonia Lady Hillbillies. In case of emergency, the emergency alarm will sound. We ask that you exit the building in a
I'm not normally the play-by-play guy. We usually, you know, the veteran Ed Eaker, who's going to do the boys game. So this is a different gig for me.
Thank you for your cooperation. Please stand for the national anthem sung tonight by Keely Geis.
you can help me, Mary Kate, and the coaching staff of Fredonia. From what I see over there, I see Brian Benchley, who's an assistant coach. I coached Brian in Forestville. I was the varsity basketball coach in Forestville. And I coached Brian Benchley as a varsity basketball player. And I'm not sure who the other gentleman is.
The other gentleman is Josh Lincoln. He coached the
Number
JV
22, Lacey Clark.
He's a really nice guy. He definitely brings a lot to the table.
And number 15, Tamika Thomas. The coach for the Lady Morados is Sarah Pilartis. And now, Fredonia Lady Billows. Number 2, Morgan Genovese. Number 13, Rachel Smith. Number 24, Michelle Ambarella. Number 44, Kirsten Wheelock. And number 45, Anna Gilray. The coach of Lady Hillbillies is Carol Zirkle. Tonight's officials are Frank Pagano and Pat Tyler.
Fredonia in a rebuilding mode this year, having several freshmen and sophomores on the team. A couple of seniors smattered in there, but I really like what Coach Circle's going to do. They're going to build that program up. And here we go at the start of the game.
What's nice is the freshmen are playing against the best players. Maybe might be at JV caliber, but they're playing against varsity players improving every day.
Well, what I like too is, what I like about it is that they didn't waver from their tough non-league schedule.
Yeah,
They played everybody tough this year.
Sarah
You know,
Zirkle
the
loves
same
to play
schedule.
hard teams in the non-league.
Cap goes to Thomas. Thomas loses the ball. And Morgan Genovese, a freshman, number 13, brings it up the court. Dunkirk in a zone. And the first foul of the game. Foul's on number 21, Elena Carlson. Dunkirk looks to Carlson for their rebounding strength. Dunkirk has a very, very solid rebounding team with Lacey Clark and Elena Carlson. Shot up no good. And Clark with her first rebound. Joyce Pomasudo brings the ball up. Pomasudo's a junior. Key Nance, Dunkirk's leading scorer. Bounce pass into Lacey Clark with a spin move up and in. Real nice entry pass by Key Nance to Lacey Clark and a nice spin move, and Dunkirk has a lead 2-0. Dunkirk now in a man-to-man defense. Driving the ball is number 44, Krista Wheelock, and she's fouled by Tamika Thomas.
Dunkirk's playing aggressive. They need to be careful with their hands in the foul.
That foul was on Clark. So both of Dunkirk's their rebounders have one foul each in the first minute of play. Key Nance battles for the ball. She's driving. Back out to Pomasudo, and that's a traveling violation. Good defense by Genovese getting back. Pomasudo had a shot. Genovese went in the lane and closed it off. Key Nance guarding number 2, that's Morgan Genovese. Nance with a steal, up and in.
Big thing Fredonia's going to have to do is stand down and take a deep breath before they make their move.
The Dunkirk pressure is way up top. Nice left-handed drive by Genovese. Very nice. Miss. Nance with the rebound. She brings it up. Fredonia also playing man-to-man. Nice entry pass to Clark, and she puts it in with the left hand.
Fredonia needs to work on their help defense there.
Nice driving layup by Clark. And Fredonia takes a timeout with 6:09 remaining in the first quarter. Dunkirk jumps out to a 6-0 lead. As we mentioned before the game, this is probably Dunkirk's best opportunity over the years that Carol Zirkle has coached. She's undefeated against Dunkirk. And this could be the night, just given the fact of the experience, and for no other reason.
Definitely.
Of course, Fredonia, without Aiden Geis, I thought for sure over the years watching Aiden as a freshman and a sophomore that she would be a 1,000-point scorer by the end of her career, and unfortunately, a couple of knee surgeries and problems. What a super athlete and a great kid, and just a disappointing, thing for a disheartening thing for a young lady, especially the caliber of her. I thought that she would be one of the premier players in Western New York this year. And Fredonia could have built on that.
Yeah, definitely. She was a playmaker and she also was very smart.
So Dunkirk goes back into a 2-3 zone now after the timeout. That's a good coaching decision on Bogardus' part. And there's a steal and backed over to number 13, Rachel Smith. There's a turnover and the ball's bounced around quite a bit. Number 44 goes up with a shot. That's Krista Wheelock. Goes up for a shot, and much to the crowd's dismay, that's a 2-shot foul for Krista Wheelock. Yeah, that's the second foul for number 22, Lacey Clark. So early in the game, 5:45 remaining in the first quarter, Lacey Clark picks up her second foul.
She's a key rebounder too for Dunkirk. That might be a downfall for them.
Krista Wheelock bounces the first one in for Fredonia's first point of the game. Second shot up off the rim. Gets her own rebound. Nice putback. No good. And Key Nance comes down with a rebound. Looks like her third of the game so far. Masudo with the ball over to Carlson. Carlson with a drive. No good. Rebound. But stepped out of bounds. Michelle Naparella.
Naparella's a very aggressive player. She likes to go after those balls. She'll give those Dunkirk posts a hard time down there.
And Dunkirk turns it over. Several turnovers to start this game. Rachel Smith brings the ball up. And there's Genovese with a left-handed shot, no good. And Carlson with the rebound. Over to Nance. Nance brings it up. To Bamasudo. Couple of dribbles. Over to Thomas. Thomas with a long shot. Up, no good. Nice box out by number 33. Tarnowski, but that's off her hands and out of bounds. Dunkirk ball. Carlson over to Bamasudo. The put back to Nance. Shot off the rim, no good. And Thomas with a nice rebound. You gotta like Fredonia's aggressiveness defensively so far. Dunkirk hasn't penetrated much at all.
It's good. Fredonia's got to get a hand in their face if they want to compete.
Shot by number 24, and she gets her own rebound. No boxing out by the Lady Marauders. Off and no good. And another rebound. And that's 3 consecutive putback and shots by Michelle Naparella. And you called it, Mary Kate. Very aggressive player. She took a shot, got a rebound, took another one, got a rebound, took it, and put it up. Thomas with a shot, no good. Game a little aggressive, and we have a foul on, as you called it, Naparella. An aggressive move, shoving someone out of bounds. Nothing wrong with a little aggressiveness.
What can I say? She likes the ball. She wants it.
6-3 Dunkirk, 4:10 remaining in the first quarter. Nance up with a shot, no good, and the rebound comes down to Tarnowski. Wheelock brings the ball up to Genovese, and a shot from Rachel Smith, no good. Dunkirk battling for the boards with Krista Wheelock and Key Nance battling. There's a tie-up, and it's Fredonia's ball on possession arrow.
Now Wheelock is a young freshman, but she's ready to learn, and she works hard too.
turnover on Fredonia. Fredonia's going to press a little. We'll see how Dunkirk can handle it. They got to pick up everybody, though, and Thomas broke free and was open. It's a good idea by Coach Zirkle to go to a press and challenge Dunkirk at this time. Challenge them to, you know, put the ball up the floor if they can't do it, if they have trouble.
Yes, and a press is also a good thing to get the shot clock lower. So when they get the ball, they get a smaller chance to score.
Very aggressive defense on Fredonia, playing way up top. Genovese picks up another foul. That's both teams have 3 personal fouls. Fredonia's going to battle. It's not going to be a cakewalk by the Lady Marauders this evening. Bamasudo goes deep into the corner and another foul. The foul is on number 10, Emily Velvo. Another freshman comes into the game. Nance with the ball. And, you know, Naparella right in her face. Right in her face, and Nance threw the ball out of bounds.
She's not afraid to get on the floor. She's a very aggressive player.
Dunkirk in a 2-3 zone. Smith over to Genovese. Double team. Good cross-court pass. Back over to Smith. Smith looking, back over to Genovese. Drives to the basket. Good defense by Nance, cutting off the baseline. Entry pass into Naparella. Real nice entry pass by Genovese over to Naparella, and the score is 6-5 with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Well, that's Naparella's second, I believe. So Fredonia's going to use up all their fouls early. Put Dunkirk to the line. It's the second foul on Naparella. That was a real nice entry pass by Genovese. Dunkirk took a 6-0 lead to start the game, and Fredonia's gone on a 5-0 run. Valvo with a nice play. Aggressive out of bounds. Tried to steal it. Dunkirk's ball.
That is one thing Carol Zirkle tells her players is you get to every ball. If there's a 50-50 ball, you get it.
There's a shot by number 14, Selenia Ruiz, off the mark.
Nance does a wonderful job driving to the basket and knowing to dish out for the open shot. It's something that she has very good court awareness.
I think what you'll see as the course of the game goes on, she'll start shooting a few more of those, though.
Yes.
There's a shot by Rachel Smith, looking for the lead on Fredonia's part. Up and no good off the backboard and out of bounds. Now into the game, number 20, Bree Don, another freshman. Into the game for the Lady Marauders. Joyce Bamasudo's back in, and number 10, Jessica Gifford. Nance with the ball, breaking the press with ease. She's going to take it down all the way and off the rim and no good. Rebound by Valvo. Valvo bringing it up with a nice pass. Oh, that's an offensive foul on number 45, Hannah Gilray. Good thought, but and a real nice pass by Valvo, but Gilray got a little bit rambunctious and with an offensive foul and an elbow. That's Fredonia's 16th foul. Dunkirk will be shooting foul shots early.
Yeah, they'll definitely have to bear it on next quarter if they want to.
See when I'm watching this game right now and how Dunkirk's beating the press, they're screening for nobody.
Yeah.
So the girls have to use their own individual talent to get open instead of setting screens. See, now Key has to be the player to get the ball. She's got to do everything. Carlson with an up and a flip shot, no good, and Valvo with the rebound. There's a shot by number 22, Alice Moore, and Fredonia. That's a three-pointer, and Fredonia takes an 8-6 lead. So after a 6-0 start by the Lady Marauders, Fredonia comes roaring back with some very, very aggressive defense, and they take an 8-6 lead on a three-pointer by Alice Moore.
Emily Valvo picks up her second foul, team 7th. They're going to be in 1-1 for the rest of this quarter and next quarter.
Well, and that will be the key for the Lady Marauders on whether or not they can hit a couple of foul shots. They haven't scored since the 4-minute mark of or actually probably the first 2 minutes of the game. They were ahead 6-0. Massonet with a 1-and-1 attempt off the rim. Key Nance with the rebound, and now you'll see Nance go to the line. Key Nance, one of the league's leading scorers this year. I must say it's real nice to get someone who's been in Carol Zirkel's circle of players to get an idea of exactly what goes on over there on the bench and what she's looking for from a coach, and I appreciate that when you're telling us what is going on out here for the Fredonia Lady Hillbillies. Nance puts the second foul shot in. It's 8-7. Dunkirk going back to a man-to-man defense. Genovese, left-hander, guarded by Nance, almost loses it. Up with the ball is number 45, I believe.
Yeah, Hannah Gilray.
That would be Hannah Gilray, a senior, puts it in for a 10-7 lead for the Lady Hillbillies. Nance going to put up a shot, no good. Selena Ruiz tracking down the rebound. And number 50 also hustling in there, Sarah Kruger was hustling, and she tapped it out of bounds. Very, very aggressive defense by the Lady Hillbillies, and Dunkirk's having a hard time with it. The fact that Lacey Clark picked up 2 fouls early makes a difference too. Shot by Nance, no
One
good.
of their leading rebounders is probably tough for Dunkirk to get used to not having her in the game.
There's a shot by Genovese, no good. Rebound again by Fredonia. Number 22 makes a real nice play. Alice Moore. Now, is that of Moore descent of Coach Moore and the rest of the Moore family in Fredonia?
Looks like it.
Okay. And like Grace, she likes to shoot?
Yes, she
Okay.
does. She has a nice shot as well as
Yes,
Grace.
she does.
I just saw Grace, actually. She's here supporting her sister.
Very good. Grace was an outstanding player. Good shooter for Fredonia. So Moore puts 1 foul shot in, 11-7. And the second shot up and in off the rim. And good. 12-7 lead. Fredonia's on a 12-1 run. A lot of one-on-one play by the Lady Marauders. They don't have a man-to-man offense right now.
I understand these Fredonia girls want to be aggressive, but there's a fine line between being aggressive and being silly with these fouls.
Yeah, but it seems to be working.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see in the second half, though, when they're shooting
Well,
every time.
and what will happen now, Mary Kate, is there's 9 fouls, so they won't need the 1-and-1 bonus. They will just get the 2 shots for the remainder. You know, I mean, 1 more foul, they'll get it for the next 7 minutes of the game. And shooting 2 is a lot easier than shooting 1-and-1s.
We also have 3 girls for Fredonia in foul trouble as well, so that'll put them on the bench. And with Dunkirk, we have 2 on Clark.
Nance puts the first one in. Second one up and good. Very good foul shooter. 12-9, 54 seconds remaining, first quarter. Well, good attempt by Smith to get the ball down low to Krista Wheelock. See now Dunkirk right here, this is all Nance trying to get open. Well, Fredonia's not going to play it. Little foul trouble. Tamari Masonette with the ball, dribbling right. Looking for somebody, no screens. Tamika Thomas with the ball with a bounce pass over to Nance. Back over to Thomas. Here's Damari Masonette. Massonet drives. Nice pass.
Very nice pass.
Prettiest pass of the night. And that was on the hands of Damari Massonet to Key Nance, giving Fredonia still a 1-point lead with 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Nance with a steal, and she's got to look at the shot clock here. There's 3, 2, 1. She doesn't identify. She shoots, and almost good at the buzzer. Well, a real spirited first quarter, especially in my mind by the Lady Hillbillies, coming out and really playing aggressive after trailing 6-0, putting a little man-to-man press on, and you know, making a real good 12-1 run. But Dunkirk comes back and scores the last 4 points of the quarter to lead, to have Fredonia's lead cut down to 12-11. How about the scorers, Mary Kate?
We have only 2 scorers for Dunkirk. We have Lacey Clark with 4 and Key Nance with, it looks to be 7. For Fredonia, we have Alice Moore with 5, Michelle Neparella with 2, Hannah Gilley with 2, and Krista Wheelock with 1.
Well, I like Fredonia's aggressiveness off the offensive glass too. With Lacey Clark picking up 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes of the game, that really helped Fredonia, you know, crash the board, so to speak.
Yes.
Especially when Naparella went in, shot, got her own rebound, shot, got her own rebound again.
She's very good at, she knows where to be in good positions.
So let's see what Dunkirk does to counter that. Let's see how long Lacey Clark will sit out. Elena Carlson didn't have too many rebounds in that quarter either, but she's going to be out here again. So Clark is coming out. So you have Dunkirk starting 5, Tamika Thomas, Elena Carlson, Lacey Clark, Joyce Bomasudo, and the leading scorer, Key Nance. For Fredonia on the court, you have Rachel Smith, Krista Wheelock, Alice Moore, Olivia Pucciarelli, and Hannah Gilray. So actually, I think there's 3 seniors out there, if I'm not mistaken, for Fredonia at a quick glance.
Yes, there is.
So there's the 10th foul. So for 7:49 now, Dunkirk is going to shoot 2 foul shots. And that ties the game at 12-12.
Dunkirk is 4 for 5 on their foul shots. This is keeping this game close. They've got 5 to 6.
And Dunkirk takes a lead after they were ahead 6-0. Fredonia went ahead 8-6. Dunkirk regains the lead 13-12. Well, little travel, but a nice entry pass off the hands of 22, Alice Moore. But a travel. We'll see if Fredonia keeps the pace up with a man-to-man defense. Now they're calling it off. Bomasudo with the ball, bringing it up. Dunkirk running an offense. Tamika Thomas with the ball, driving the lane.
The great thing about Key Nance is she's so versatile. You can have her at the point guard, you can have her as a shooting guard, you can also have her down low posting someone up.
You're right.
She's a triple threat.
There's Nance, as you spoke, right in the paint. She turns around with a 12-footer, no good, off the rim, and out on Elena Carlson. Ball on top. Smith stops her dribble. Not a good idea at half court. The ball stolen, taken away by Lacey Clark. Over to Tamika Thomas with a one-hander from the foul line extended, about 17 feet. She puts it in. Tamika Thomas for 2. Dunkirk with a 15-12 lead. 6:35 remaining, second quarter. Thomas just a sophomore. Dunkirk has 1 senior on the floor. These, I don't know if you know this, Mary Kate, but these young ladies out here, the junior class and lower, I had the privilege of coaching them in modified basketball.
Did you?
Yes, I did. And now we have Mary Schneider and Gretchen Widener are the 7th and 8th grade coaches. I gave it up, but I had Joyce and those girls and Selena and and all those key nants and everything. They were very, very successful in the 7th and 8th grade. And Key's been on the varsity since her freshman year.
I think I played against her. I remember she was just starting off. I remember she was going to be a good player. I remembered when she was a freshman that this girl's going to cause some problems for the league.
We've like I said, Mary Schneider is a phys ed teacher, and Gretchen Widener, an art teacher in the middle school, and they've done an excellent job with our girls at the modified basketball level. And of course, John Bogardus now lends some stability to the JV program, and he'll do exactly what his daughter wants him to do.
And that's so important too, to have good coaches at a young age, because when they come to varsity, they don't have to learn anymore. They can just go out and play.
A little continuity.
Yeah.
Well, Dunkirk has made a nice recovery here, and Fredonia's in a little bit of foul trouble. So the score is 15-12, the Lady Marauders, 6:17 remaining, and Krista Wheelock bringing the ball up. Over to Smith. Smith is over to Sarah Kruber.
Pick up her first foul.
And that is a foul on that. Yep, their fifth. There's a shot by number 44, Krista Wheelock. Chasing down a rebound was Carlson, and Key Nance with the ball. Nance over to Thomas. She made a jumper before. She throws it up, no good, and the rebound comes down to number 33, Bailey Tarnowski. Smith driving left, picks up her dribble. Tarnowski with the ball, loses it to Carlson. An aggressive play by Carlson. However, they felt that was a travel. Pat Tyler, the referee down low, calls it a travel. I've had the pleasure of Pat Tyler calling a technical on me during my time as varsity coach. Entry pass tipped by Dunkirk. Stolen there, and Nance looking up and driving. Here she goes to the lane, and she dribbles it out of bounds.
That was smart defense by Morgan Genovese, not reaching, just having the girl.
I thought Key had Tamika Thomas down low and missed her. So Dunkirk playing man-to-man. Wheelock with the ball. She gives it up to Smith again. Smith makes a cross-court dangerous pass, and it's stolen by Key Nance. One of many that she's had already.
Yeah, Dunkirk does a very good job of reading that cross-court pass. They see him going to throw it, and they steal it.
Bamasudo Carlson. Carlson with a jump shot, no good. And the rebound comes down to Hannah Gilray. Smith again with the ball. To Kruber. And Smith going to take one. Three-pointer, no good. Run down by Carlson. Over to Bamasudo. Thomas with the ball. Bounce pass, nice spin move by Key Nance. She got the ball down on the block, made a nice sharp move with her left hand and went back up with her right for a deuce. Key Nance gives Dunkirk a 17-12 lead with 4:17 remaining in the second quarter. Oh, head fake, nice move by Rachel Smith. She got Bamasudo off her feet. Secondary defense came over, and that would be Elena Carlson picking up, I believe, which is her second foul. 2 shots for Rachel Smith, senior point guard. First shot up and in. Substitutions into the game. Number 34, Olivia Bongiovanni.
Pucciarelli.
Pucciarelli, Bongiovanni.
Both Italian.
They both end in an I. So Rachel Smith takes both of those shots and gives Fredonia closing in on the margin. It's 17-14, and that's a timeout. How the foul situation? That's calmed down, Mary Kate.
Yes, it has.
Fredonia does not have a foul this quarter. Oh, well, yeah, they have one foul.
They had one on
Yep.
Alice Moore, but we have 2 for Morgan Genovese, 2 on Michelle Neparella, and 2 for Emily Available. A couple with 1. And for Dunkirk, both Clark and Carlson have 2. With Key Nance with 1. Dunkirk needs to keep under control their fouls, or there's going to be a 1-1 next basket.
Yep. And both teams will be in the bonus. So Morgan Genovese into the game, guarding Joyce Pomasudo. Genovese, freshman star, played as an 8th grader, I believe. Nice move by Carlson, off the rim, no good. Rebound by Clark. Bounce pass is off a hand, and here comes Morgan Genovese. Ball rattled around on the midcourt line, and here comes Rachel Smith with another senior move, and she misses the layup. Good take by Rachel Smith. Will carry him off the rim and out of bounds. So Pucciarelli in the game, Genovese, Smith, Naparella, and Wheelock for Fredonia. Dunkirk remaining with their starting 5 on the court. Good drive by Lacey Clark, double dribble. We couldn't see that from our angle. Nice entry pass to Pucciarelli, up and no good. Just a hustle rebound play by Elena Carlson. Nice pass by Nance over to Thomas. She got her feet right but didn't hit the rim. Good hustle rebound by Clark again, and there's Key Nance. Up and no good. Yes, a real nice pass by Lacey Clark. Unusual that Nance would miss that shot so close to the basket.
One of those in and out plays.
Into the game now for Fredonia is number 10, Emily Velvo. Looks like Joyce Pomasudo with the ball. Good move by Carlson, up and no good.
Ooh,
This is going to hurt.
that looked more like just a loose ball everyone was going for.
Yeah, you
I
had
don't
3
know
or
if I
4
would've.
girls jumping straight up in the air.
Definitely.
But that is Lacey Clark's 3rd foul. Selena Ruiz will replace her. And Michelle Naparella will go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1.
Fredonia's only scored 2 points this quarter. Hopefully Naparella can make it 4.
Not much on the Marauder part either, correct? 2
No,
points?
there's 6 points for Dunkirk.
6 points. Naparella's shot up off the front of the rim, off the backboard, and in. Nice rebound by Nance off the foul shot. 17-15, 2:33 remaining, 2nd quarter. Dunkirk leads. Selena Ruiz with a nice spin move, and she's going to go to the basket and shoot 2. Well, I don't want to jinx her, but I thought she was one of my better foul shooters when I raised her in 8th grade. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think a lot of lefties wear number 14.
Really?
How about that? So Ruiz puts the first shot in, 18-15. Second shot up and in. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 19-15, 2:25 remaining, 2nd quarter. Smith with the ball, over to Genovese. Genovese with a bounce pass, entry pass, to number 45, Hannah Gilray, and a nice shot right at the foul line. Real nice pass by Genovese, a bounce entry pass. Nice assist. There's Bamasudo with the ball. Elena Carlson from about 15 in the corner, no good. Tracked down by Rachel Smith, and here she comes. She's going to drive to the basket. That's got to be an offensive foul. She actually put her shoulder and elbow down, but Rachel Smith got the call on a block.
It's one of those tough calls, you know. Those calls can always go both ways. Was the defense's feet planted? You never know. Sometimes it's better just not to call anything.
Well, sometimes it's better to hear one side scream and foul than both sides.
Very true.
The crowd could get ugly.
Yes, especially Dunkirk Fredonia games, I remember.
19-18, another good foul shot by Rachel Smith. She's had a real nice game tonight. And another one rolls it in.
She's 4 for 4 in her foul
Yes,
shots.
yes, she
Very
is.
good leadership right there.
19-19. Nance to Masonette. Masonette puts it up and in. Giving Dunkirk a 21-19 lead. 1:35 left, second quarter. Smith gives it over to Alice Moore. Alice Moore misses, and Masonette with the rebound. Oh, double team. Nance's double team. Bamasudo puts the ball up just short.
Misses it and then creates a foul.
That's a frustration foul on Joyce's part.
Alice is 2 for 2 so far in her foul shots.
That's Bamasudo's second foul. First shot up, no good on the 1-and-1. Thomas with a rebound. To Nance. Bounce pass off Bamasudo. She hustles it back down.
Fans are getting a little aggressive so far.
Always a good time for the officials during a Dunkirk Fredonia outing.
We look forward to it.
Nice head fake and drive by Hannah Gilray, no
Gets her
good.
own rebound.
Gets her own rebound, no boxing out. Puts it back up, no good. Another rebound by Lady Hillbillies. 22 got that rebound more. And Gilray gets the other rebound, dribbles out of bounds. Very, very aggressive play by Moore and Gilray on the offensive glass. The two seniors relentless off the boards. Masonette going to play a little point guard. Going to put Key Nance down on the foul line. Nance with the ball. She spins. She shoots. Nice play. Excellent play. Dunkirk identified it. Masonette can play a little point. 23-19, 30 seconds remaining. There's a shot by Alice Moore. Good, no good. Pucciarelli rattles the rebound down. And there's Rachel Smith. She puts it up, no good. And it's Fredonia's ball. Again, the offensive rebounding by Fredonia has kept them in this first half of basketball. Oh, good entry pass, nice play. Pucciarelli up, no good. And she'll go to the line. The interior defense by the Lady Marauders missing at this point in time Elena Carlson and Lacey Clark has caused problems for Dunkirk. They have no interior defense. They're not getting any rebounds. So Pucciarelli's going to shoot. She's going to get 2 here. That one's up and good. And if I remember, this young lady was a Knights of Columbus foul shooting champion, right?
Yeah, I think she was actually.
Yeah. Good form off the basket, no good. And out of bounds on Fredonia. 14.3 remaining. Take a look at the clock. I'd give it right back to Masonette, but Looks like Nance going to bring it up. And that looks like that's a jump ball. No possession, but there's a jump. 7.5 remaining. Fredonia probably working for the last shot. Dunkirk doesn't need to foul, put anybody at the line.
Yeah,
There's Smith driving the basket. She goes up and she's fouled, and the basket is good. A driving layup by senior Rachel Smith. That foul looks like it's on Key Nance, her second. And that, if Rachel Smith makes this foul shot, that ties the game. 1.2 remaining. The score right now, 23-22. An outstanding drive by Rachel Smith, and she drove, and Key Nance got the foul. And that foul shot is up and good. So we are tied at the half. We are tied at 23-all. Mary Kate, I think clearly when Lacey Clark and Elena Carlson are out of the game, there's a huge discrepancy in the aggressiveness off the offensive boards for Fredonia, and they took total advantage of it. As you had mentioned late in the second quarter, Fredonia had only 2 points, and they scored 8 points, and that they went on an 8-4 run and tied this score up at 23-23 when we come into the second half. So Dunkirk's got to shore the defense up without their 2 big rebounders in the game, and if they don't, they're in for a long night.
Yes. It's a big advantage when Carlson and Clark aren't in the game because they're their go-to rebounders, and Fredonia took advantage of that and got in any offensive rebounds.
Well, Rachel Smith was driving to the basket, and there's no interior defense.
Definitely.
So, there's a lot of positive things going on for Fredonia. I don't believe they've won a game this season, and this could be I personally maybe would have to consider this sort of kind of an upset given the records. But as we've mentioned before, a Dunkirk Fredonia game, you throw the records out the door because you never know what can happen. And this is an obvious sign of what we're talking about when it comes to Dunkirk Fredonia.
Yes, definitely. When coming into any Dunkirk Fredonia game, I felt like we were always the go-ahead, but it didn't matter. We knew coming in it was going to be a hard-fought battle, and that's what both teams are doing. And I think Fredonia knows that this is one of their biggest games of the season, and they're doing a great job, and so is Dunkirk. I think if they just both bear down a little bit, it'll be a great second half. When
we talked about the foul trouble early, Fredonia had 10 fouls with 7:49 remaining in the first half. Going into the second quarter, 7:49 remaining. But the foul trouble is based on who has those fouls too.
Mm-hmm,
when you're talking about the fouls of 6 or 7 young gals, as opposed to Dunkirk's Lacey Clark, who has 3 of Dunkirk's 10 fouls, and Elena Carlson, who has 2 of them. They're sharing the wealth of the fouls, and those are their 2 better players.
Leading scorers for Dunkirk are Key Nance with 11 and Lacey Clark with 2. We have Carlson, Massonet, and Thomas and Ruiz with 2. For Fredonia, we have Rachel Smith with 7, all in the second quarter. Michelle Neparella with 5, Gilroy with 4, Cucciarelli with 2, and Alice Moore with 5.
And Rachel Smith, again, 5 consecutive foul shots.
That's very good.
3-point play to end the second half, or to end the second quarter, giving Fredonia that 23-23 tie. And that's where we stand, and we'll be back with the exciting second half from the Fredonia Gymnasium. Again, the score, Dunkirk 23 and the home court Lady Marauders 23.
Wow. Yeah. Good. Go to the back. Huh? Yeah, sure.
Well, you know, that's what the top commentators of sports do. They come late, they show up when they want, they pick the games they want to do. Well, this ought to be a real good second half. We'll see how many adjustments. You know, I mean, I don't think Fredonia has to adjust at all. I think they had an excellent game plan. They went out and burned a lot of fouls early, and they forced Dunkirk into a lot of early turnovers with their man-to-man defense. They didn't care how much they pounded it, and they played good defense and frustrated Dunkirk. You know, Dunkirk worked real hard for their baskets. And then Fredonia, you know, went to the offensive glass so many times that there were several fouls on the Lady Marauders, including two key fouls, or two key players in Carlson and Lacey Clark. So I think Fredonia has played what they would consider probably a perfect first half for them.
Yes.
And Dunkirk being what they probably felt as when they walked in here as a favorite tonight is a a little bit flustered.
It's a hard atmosphere coming to this game as the away team. I remember going into Dunkirk being a little intimidated. So maybe Dunkirk will bear down and hopefully the nerves are out of the way.
Well, I'd like to see Kay Nance be a little bit more assertive offensively. I think although she does have, what she got? 11 points. I think,
It's a shy 11.
It's not her. I mean, two of her shots were when she was posting down low and not driving to the basket herself. She was receiving the ball. I'd like to see a little bit more of Damari Masonette come in too, because she can play the point. If they're going to put Nance on the block, she can play the point. There it is, Nance with a very aggressive move to the basket. And just as we spoke, Mary Kate, she was aggressive to the basket, and she goes right through the Fredonia defense, giving Dunkirk a 25-23 lead to start the second half. There's a foul on Elena Carlson.
It's her third.
That's her third. So Dunkirk, Coach Sarah Bogardus is going to have some type of strategy here the second half, who she's going to play. She's going to play one of her stars or play them both at the same time. That shot by Naparella, no good. And in comes Selena Ruiz for Carlson. So they're going to stick with Lacey Clark and play one of the girls with 3 fouls at a time. That shot is up and good by Naparella, 25-24. Nance being guarded by Smith, Bongiovanni by Genovese. Thomas being guarded by Krista Wheelock. Thomas has a shot, and it's good. A big shot by Tamika Thomas. She needs to hit those.
When she sets her feet, she has a very nice shot.
Nice three-pointer by Tamika. Ball on the floor. Genovese drives. Looked like a foul on Nance, no call. And an aggressive rebound by Lacey Clark as we talk. So right there, Mary Kate, she was aggressive off the boards, surrounded by 2 Fredonia gals, and a foul ensued. That's Naparella's third foul. So actually Naparella getting in foul trouble could be trouble for Fredonia.
Yeah, she was in foul trouble the first half. Hopefully the second half she won't be.
There's a rebound and an outlet pass by Naparella taken by Nance. And Nance aggressively going to the basket. Here comes Bamasudo for a 3. Off the rim, no good. That ball's out of bounds. Off of Selena Ruiz. Both girls hustling, Smith and Ruiz. Ball going out on Ruiz. Naparella's out of the game now. Replaced by number 33, Bailey Charnowski. There's another steal by Nance. I can't count how many she has tonight. Tamika Thomas going to shoot, no good. That's a block, that's a good block. There's Selena Ruiz, gives the ball to Bamasudo.
Morgan needs to do a better job of
sliding her
moving
feet.
It's a freshman mistake right there, trying to play defense with her hands.
Very good observation, Mary Kate. And a lot of that is freshman immaturity on the floor and not being ready and anticipating what another player would do and beating them to the spot.
I know Carol Zirkle right now probably is taking her out to talk to her about it right now.
That's Genovese's third foul. Tamika Thomas with a running shot off the glass and in. That is a huge basket. If you really put it into perspective, that's a huge basket right there, because that's one that probably doesn't normally go in. So Tamika Thomas, with her last 5 points of Dunkirk, gives them a 30-24 lead, 6:01 remaining in the third quarter.
Setting a little spark for Dunkirk's offense.
Well, they need more offense. They need to hunker down on defense, but they need some offensive threats other than Key Nance. We'll see how much Fredonia is affected now. They're two of their starters, Naparella and Genovese, are now out with 3 fouls. And those gals have been seasoned to play a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
Assistant coach Brian Benchley looking over the foul situation. Rebounding the ball will be Alice Moore. One senior to another, Rachel Smith. Over to Krista Wheelock, and the jump shot is no good, and here comes Tamika Thomas. Aggressive play again. Oh, and if that goes in.
Looks like it hit the top.
Yeah, that probably shouldn't have counted to begin with. But that foul, I believe, is on Olivia Pucciarelli. And it is. And right away, 3 fouls, 5:45. So in 2 minutes, 15 seconds, the pace continues for Fredonia. So Tamika Thomas has the last 5 points for Dunkirk. She's been the offensive spark. The score was 23-23 at the half. First shot up, no good. Tamika averaged about 10, 11 points during her 8th grade time. When she moved up last year and played 1 year at JVs, now as a sophomore, she's on the varsity. I think there might be a discrepancy in the fouls.
I had 1 on Olivia Pucciarelli in my book, so I wonder.
I think they're looking toward the other gals. I think the ones like Genovese and Naparella. I always give me a -1 factor doing the book and talking at the same time. It's not easy.
It's very difficult, that's for sure.
You know, these guys on TV, they got 6 statisticians feeding them information. They can say whatever they want. They got all of it on a screen, and
Just got my pencil and eraser, so.
That's why I don't know how Coach Eaker's done this for so many years. He's just, what a guy for the community. He's done this, got to be 25, 30 years of doing Access 12 and Access 19 TV, and he cares about the kids. He cares about getting it on the air and getting exposure for all the high school kids in the area.
Such a great thing for people who don't want to leave their house either.
Well, that's
you
true.
Get to come and watch the game.
You get a lot of different people who can't do that.
Yes, definitely.
Who can't get out. I know that right now my Aunt Mary Gallardo, who I always say hi to, is down at Absolute, in Dunkirk, and I told her to watch the game tonight, and she's at Absolute. She'll be going home Sunday, actually. She's leaving. So she'll be starting a little bit of rehab at home and trying to make her way to recovery. And that shot by Thomas, that's her 6th straight point and a 7-point lead by Dunkirk. Now that's and there goes Carlson just standing there, and that's her 4th foul.
Dunkirk fans aren't very happy about that call.
Well, she was just standing there and the ball was in both girls' hands.
They called a couple of those.
We saw a jump ball that was right here. That wasn't a jump ball. It was bouncing around. So
refs aren't perfect as much as we'd like for them to believe they are.
We'd like a little bit more consistency, though.